Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at Invincible Volume 7, the Ultimate Collection. It says on the back here, at last, the 7th hardcover collection of the greatest superhero comic in the universe. This volume reprints the Viltrumite War storyline, as well as stories showing the ripple effects on Earth resulting from Mark's decisions following that landmark battle. Collects issues 71 through 84. So just straight through the run. And this book isn't really known for having that many tie-ins or crossovers or anything, because it is a kind of independent book anyway. But there are a few times that they will have a sort of single issue or something tying in from another one of his runs. Let's take a closer look at the book itself, and then we can come back and discuss my thoughts. So, matching with the style of all of the books so far, we've got Invincible, we've got him kind of flying on the front cover with a colour, this time being white, so not a colour, but still, Volume 7, the Ultimate Collection, and we've got a bit of a synopsis and things on the back as well. The book, as with all of these, is the same kind of just black, plain kind of cover with indented Invincible Ultimate Collection on the side and the front. As these volumes go on, I do find that the binding seems to lift just a little bit more on various kind of volumes, so it does get a little bit better in this one. So the black theme, or the black and white theme, kind of continues throughout the book with the numbers as with kind of previous volumes. I really enjoy the art in this book overall, and this is no exception. I'm sorry if my camera does go out of focus on this. I'm trying everything I can to make it the focus as best, but it just seems to want to be a bit of a pain. But we do get quite gory sequences, as you can kind of see. I don't want to kind of stop on anything specific for any period of time to spoil anything, but there's quite a lot of kind of bigger, kind of bolder sequences as the book kind of goes on, but you also get a lot of those really simple, lighter kind of conversations and things as well, you know, like sitting around the table. And we'll jump to the back. So, as with all these volumes, we get a few kind of artistic kind of pieces and things in various kind of outfits, anything that's been kind of commissioned. So we've got, you know, sort of Wolverine's hand here and what have you. I don't know if you guys can see that, Wolverine's hand. And just some kind of general stuff at the back. You don't get quite so much information on the kind of characters or where they kind of came from and stuff like that after volume maybe 2 or 3, but there's still a nice amount of kind of extras in there. I guess this is where they see the big climax, I guess, or the big kind of important point in the kind of story. For me, I actually found it a little bit passive. Up until now, I've kind of looked at a lot of the characters and things as they've kind of built and compared a lot of them to, you know, DC or Marvel or other kind of characters that I know from other things. Kind of laughed off some of the kind of deaths that didn't really happen because, you know, they'll find some way out of it, whatever the case may be. Up until this point, as I say, it's been kind of jokey, kind of fun, although there has been a few bigger battles and kind of stuff like that. I haven't really felt any major consequences to what's kind of been going on. And any time that I have felt there's been kind of consequences, it's not really stuck other than for maybe 1 or 2 characters. And I was kind of led to believe that this book was a kind of anybody can die kind of scenario, and I wouldn't say that's quite the case. It's an anybody can die that's replaceable scenario, as opposed to just anybody that can die. It seems even some of the bad guys come back from absolutely crazy deaths. So just something to kind of bear in mind from running up to this kind of point. But this is what we've built up to. We've built up to the main war, I guess, that's supposed to be between the galactic group of planets or whatever versus the sort of Ultramites. And I kind of wanted a massive, like, almost just Luther Strode, book of a battle. And that's not really what we got. We got a couple of smaller kind of fights, and we got a lot of Grayson healing or sleeping. Wasn't really the impact that I kind of expected. What was more interesting was where we went after the battle and the sort of moral changes of where Grayson was at and what he decided to then do going forward. There's a lot of setup here for, I guess, what's going forward as well. Overall, definitely still a run I'd recommend reading, and I'm seeing this through to the end anyway because I've just ordered the last book recently anyway, so I'm gonna just, as I keep kind of reading through, but not the climatic point that I kind of thought it was gonna be. It feels more like the reset, kind of as I mentioned in the sort of Turtles books, where they got to a point and then they kind of almost reset so they could move forward with a new set of stories and different things they want to do. So they're no longer establishing a hero, now they are a hero and what's their problems kind of thing. And I think that's kind of the idea of what they're doing here, is just setting the new rules and the new status quo for the next 4 or 5 books, because we go up to 12 I believe overall. So enough of my babbling, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this closer look and that you've learnt a little bit more about this particular volume, or I've just generally shown my enthusiasm for the series. If you are reading it yourself, let me know below if you're enjoying it and what your thoughts are up until this point. As always, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.